Hello friends, in this video we are going to study about how we can print integer data, how we can print character data or how we can float data. So without wasting time we start our video. Friends, if we want to print this data type, then we have to use printf function and different format specifiers. And for printing these data types, we can use these two formats. First format is this and second is this. And before printing these data types, we have to know about the format specifier. Okay, we have already studied about format specifier or format strings in a previous video, but we will see here. For example, if we want to print integer data, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we want to print, then we have to use %i or %d format specifier. These are the format specifier. And if we want to print decimal values, means 11.11, 12.23, etc., and then we have to use %f format specifier. And if we want to print ABCD alphabets or capital alphabets or small alphabets, means if we want to print character data, then we have to use %c format specifier. These are the format specifiers. Okay, and it is also called format string. And if you want to print these data types, then format is here. First format is printf. Within the double quote, we have to write format string. Always remember, we write the format string within the double quote, then comma, then variable. And second format is printf, and within the double quote we can write message plus format string, then comma, then variable. So we can also see that in both format string and variable are common. Means message is optional. Either we can include the message or we cannot include the message in our printf function. So we can understand these two methods by using a simple example. So first of all, we will study about this function, format string and variable, how we can print a integer, float or character data. So first program is here. Our execution starts from the main function, and here we have declared three types of variable: integer variable, float variable and character variable. When first line will execute, then one variable will be created. Suppose this is our memory, then one memory will occupy for variable A, and then second line will execute, then two variable will be created. So therefore two memory block will be occupied in our memory. So name of this memory location will be B and name of this memory location will be C. Always remember, we have created BC variable. Okay, and name of this memory location is B and C. In this memory location we can store floating data. Okay, then third time will execute, then one more variable will be created of character type. So one more variable will be created and name of this variable will be D. In this memory location we can store character data. Then next time will execute A equals to 10. Means here we are initializing the value of A by 10. So 10 will be stored here in this memory location. Value of A will be 10. Then next time will execute value of B 11.11. So where it will be stored? Here. So 11.11. Then in the next line we are initializing the value of C by 12.22. So where it will be stored? Here. 12.22. Then next line will execute D equal to Z. Always remember, we initialize the character variable within the single quote. Okay. So value of D will be Z. But where it will be stored? Here. So all the variables are initialized. Now we have to print value of A, B, C. We want to print the value of A. What is the value of B? What is the value of C? We want to print and check. So for printing, we will use printf function. And how we can print? Suppose we want to print the value of A. So what format is? Within the single quote we have to write format string and then comma, then variable name. Variable name we will write outside of double quote. So here we have already written variable name. A will be print 10. Okay, but here we have to write format string. A is a integer data. A is a integer data. And for printing the integer data, either we have to use %i or %d. So we can use anything. So here, for example, I will write %d. %d denotes we want to print integer data, and a is a integer variable. Value of a will be print and value of a will be 10. So 10 will be print. So this printf function will print 10. But where a will be print in place of %d. So suppose this is our output stream. So 10 will be print like this. One more point. We have written %d one time. Means we want to print one integer data. If we will write 2 times %d, means we want to print 2 times two integer data. If we will write 3 times %d, means we want to print 3 integer data, etc. Okay, then this line is execute, then next line will execute. Okay, in this line we want to print 2 variables, b and c. Okay, this is our first format. We can write multiple variable names separated by comma. Okay, so here we want to print b and c, and b and c separated by comma, and b is a floating data. By here we can see, and here we initialize 11.1. It is a floating data, and if we want to float data, then we have to use %f format specifier. Okay, so we will write %f. %f denotes we want to print float data. It's okay, but here we want to print b and c, means we want to print 2 variables, means we have to write 2 times %f. This 2 times %f denotes we want to print 2 float data. So value of b will be print and value of c will be print. But where value of b will be print, in place of this %f, and c will be print in place of this %f. So what it will be print? It will print 11.11 and 12.22. So in our output screen we can see 11.11 and 12.22. Then third line will execute, and in a third line we want to print float data. So here float data is, we want to print character data. D is a character variable. D is a character variable. We want to print D. So we want to print, if we want to print character data, then we have to use %c format specifier. So we will write %c. %c denotes we want to print character data, and D is a character variable. So this printf will print Z. So in our output stream will be print Z. So our final output will be this. Okay. And one more point, we have written %c one time because we want to print only one character data. And next program is here. Okay. This program is same. Okay, to previous program. Both programs are similar. Only way of printing is different. In this program, we are also printing message. Both format are same, but we are also including message in printf function. Always remember, whatever we write in a printf and within the double quote will be print as it is. Okay. So both programs are same. You can check. So we will start from here. Okay. Well, within the printf we have written value of a equals to. This is our message. This message is written within a double quote, means it will be print as it is. So value of a will be print as it is because it is written in a double quote. %d denotes we want to print integer data, and we have written one time %d means we want to print one integer data, and a is a variable name, so value of a will be 10, so 10 will be print. So this 10 will be print. Always remember, value of a will be print in place of this %d. Okay, then this line will execute, and value of B and C equals to written in a double quote, means it will be printed as it is. So value of B and C is printed as it is, and then we are using format string. We are using 2 times %f. %f means we want to print float data, and we have written 2 times %f means we want to print 2 float data, and B and C are the floating variable. So value of B and C will be print, and value of B will be print in place of this %f, and value of C will be print in place of this %f. So your output will be like this: 11.11 and 12.22. Then last line will be execute, and value of D equal to print as it is because it is written in a double quote, and %C denotes we want to print character data, and D is a character variable, and value of D is Z. So Z will be print. So friends, this is a simple use of printf function and how we can print integer, float and character data. And if you need more videos related to computer science and information technology, please like and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell button for latest notification.